The only time you will be allowed, except you get permit from the police or you get an escort from the police. You write the police and they give you permit, or you get an escort to protect our children. If not, do not parade in the principal or mayor streets of Monrovia and the environs. There are places that are approved for parade.
What are those places?
Football pitches. You can go to SKD or Anthony Thomas Stadium, or in your community where you have town hall, you can parade there, and you send for your VIP, and the children will give the ass right to the VIP. Besides that, if you do not have a permit from the police or police escort to go ahead and inform the traffic or the drivers or those who are moving around, you got no right to put your children on the major streets of Monrovia.
So that's the
that
case.
Is done. Yeah. Number two place you can carry a parade. Number two, mini stadium. In the various communities, you get stadium. You can gather your children on the stadium. Even in school, you get a big campus. You can parade on your school campus and invite maybe a guest of honor and give your arms right. Because when you finish, you will go inside and have an indoor program. The aim of having Gala Day is to explain what the school vision is, what you stand for, let the children grab the vision. And not just to go around buying army clothes, facing false gun. What's that for? That is unacceptable. We will not condone that. Number three, town hall environment are also accepted for you to parade. If you have a piece with town hall, that's a big town hall place you can parade. Go and give your ass right to your VIP. You finish, you go in your school auditorium, or you go to the town inside and conduct or carry out your indoor program. Your guest speaker can speak to the children can perform, but there's nothing you put the children on the street. This time, Liberians, we are calling on you to please help us. Parents, you are the ones sending your children to these schools. When the school want to dictate to you, tell them you are the ones sending your children. Minus your children, the school will not have students.
No.
So you have to have an input. You got a stake in decision making in the school.
Let's talk on this issue about, the Ministry of Education is ensuring that, schools are to fall in the guideline in terms of, this issue about tuition, all of that. And then during this period of the Gala Day, you notice that they have a period when they have the Queen's Contest. During that period is when sometimes students will have to win with certain amount of dollars. Is there any regulation on this aspect of the scholarship?
In this book that before me, the academic calendar, there's nothing inside about Queen Contest. We took a Gala Day for 2 days.
But is it in violation of
the PTA have a stake. The PTA have a stake in running the school. If the PTA, the parents Teachers Association in the school, if they consent or they agree to have a Queen Contest, that is their business. But it is not sanctioned by the Ministry of Education. What I'm about to say is something that is sanctioned and is written in the academic calendar. I'm not speaking anything of my own. So tomorrow when I come to legality, this book can defend me, save me. So I'm speaking from something that is sanctioned. For example, look at another thing that is just creeping in the schools. Class party, Christmas party.
Sometimes country cook as well.
Who sanctioned that?
But way back, these things used to happen. When I was in high school, a country cook was a part of the educational activities.
No, it was not in it.
Or extra curriculum.
No, besides that, it is not in our academic calendar.
So you reversed the calendar at a certain point in time?
Those days were using Terrata. You still using Terrata today?
No, we are using computers.
Now, those days people used to write letter. These days, your text. So things are improving and advancing. We are modernizing things. You see, we got book now, digital textbooks on the web. You can go there and download and you see the video. And it's so fascinating.
You just want to drive to that
No, we're
Ministry
not
of
driving
Education
right now.
book issue.
But I'm telling you that certain thing is creeping in our schools that we need to put stop to right now.
Of course.
It is unethical, unprofessional. We told school owners or preparators or school authorities, please list every money in your school in your information sheet from the beginning of the year until the end of the year. When the parent take that information sheet, they will know how much they're supposed to pay for the whole year. When they satisfy with the information in your brochure, then of course they can send your kids to your school. Where the person will send their kid to your school, then you go send a citation for Christmas party.
Yeah, especially with exorbitant costs behind it.
No. You make the parents embarrassed. There are some parents right now, they don't have extra money for class party. When the children come in for class party, there's something attached to it. They will not come in uniform. They will come in new clothes. You now embarrassing the parents to purchase new clothes, new shoes.
In fact, even at times they tell them to face food at their houses.
Coming to that, they will tell them to bring crate of soft drink, which is almost $20 US. They tell them to bring cake, barbecue, fufu, GB, and these things cost money. You're not just going to take it from the street. Why are you causing parents the kind of embarrassment? This is not comfort. Educators are decent and civilized people who consult. You have to be very careful in doing these things. Some parents can only come and pay their children whole year tuition. They go Buchanan, they go Maryland, they go Grand Jida. They are working, or maybe they go out of the country. Where will you find money from now? The child staying with somebody, maybe with the brothers. Take that child to school. I already finished paying the tuition. Then you say Christmas party. Why are you embarrassing parents? Some parents called me yesterday and we opened the line. You will see more than 84 calls. They are embarrassed because of this one. They tell the other girl to face a barbecue with cake. What is that? What is this? A creeping in a school is nowhere in the academic calendar to go and have Christmas parties. The children, parents, if they wish, they will have Christmas food to the houses. So why are you bringing this into the school? And they are making it compulsory.
So any school,
the children are not working. It is the parents you are trying to embarrass. School administrator, you need to take keynote and stop these things. This is not called for. Don't embarrass parents. They're already struggling to pay their fees. Why are you adding additional expenses to their fees? And you will not accept the children after the class party in the class free. You will demand them to pay their fees. And you're getting that $20 or $25, $30. It's supposed to be part of the fees that they will pay. It will cost parents some relief. Why are you imposing on parents to pay for what they are not informed about? In your information sheet, there was no class party there. And at this time, you send citation that the child supposed to be create a soft drink, supposed to bring barbecue, supposed to bring fufu, supposed to bring cake. What is this? You don't do that to civilized people. So we are calling on school administrators in this country to see reason professionally, ethically, to please do away with the class party or Christmas
parties.
It is not part of the thing that is in the curriculum. We want you to understand, even if some of the parents agree, all fingers not equal. Those who agree, they can do it. Those who don't have, don't compare them or put them outside. I mean, that is what we can tell you right now. But it is not sanctioned by the Ministry of Education. The minister will soon call. This is creeping in all the schools like a wildfire. Christmas party, class party. And then you demanding parents to purchase soft drink, to cook fufu, to cook GB, to cook a barbecue, or to buy soft drink and bring it over to the school. And when you bring these things over to the school, the child not going to wear uniform, the child going to wear new clothes. You understand that? The child going to wear new clothes. So we want people to understand that the class party, it getting too much. You need to put stop to that. Let remain on course. Please, let have a successful school year. All these things that we call plaquet or some kind of thing for parents, remove it. Let the people pay your fees. Let the children come to school.
Okay, that's very wonderful. Because we are approaching the festive season.
Yes,
we are.
We need to emphasize on this
because
thing.
I know
if you don't do that, there's some school that already sending citation.
Yes, they are already planning.
And those children growing, the children will be crying, I want to wear new shoes, I want to wear new slippers, and you embarrassing the parents. Now don't say the parents don't love the kids. Okay, the minister is calling. Let's put the minister online. Let him give us an update. Good morning, minister.
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing this morning?
We are fine.
We're fine. We thank God, minister. You are live on the radio on education at Midweek.
All right. Please thank my host, the host there who's accommodating us this morning. I want to just thank the entire LBS management, from the MD to all the professionals who have hosted us during 2023 and earlier. We intend to continue this program. I'm hoping that when my successor comes, he will see it befitting to continue informing the public on things that we do, because we don't normally spread out things much, so we use the radio to get out to the public with things that need to be information they need to have.
Yeah.
But again, it's not every day that we're in the frame of mind to talk on radio. So the last time Sunday, we had a quiet and very safe conversation, and I was hoping that was recorded so that sometimes you replay significant things that people have talked about. It didn't happen. So let me first of all congratulate again the president of Liberia for being the president, for being the person who sees the interests of the country before himself. The peace we enjoy today has gone for 21 years now, and he is one of those who have participated in securing this peace. We want to tell him thank you as a citizen of this country for the position he took to make sure that we remain a stable nation. I also want to congratulate the president-elect, Joseph Boakai, for the victory during these elections. And we look forward to a country that we all anticipate to see by the time these 6 years are over. My concern is with the Ministry of Education. I'm prepared to join whoever my successor is to present our 10 revenues in the way that he will hit the ground running. We are putting all of our thoughts together because there are too many things in education that will be rolling over into 2024. For example, the 46 schools that are under construction right now, they started those schools last year and they will be completing them 2024. Some of them will be done by March, some will be done by June, some will be done by July. There are 46 of them across the country. I need to inform my successor on the detail of those schools, where they are, and all of that. The procurement for the furniture and equipment for those schools will be starting shortly to make sure that the schools are equipped when they are completed, So by September next year, which was our program, to commission those schools and make them accessible to the population. I'm sure my successor will want to pursue those. I also, the textbooks that should have gone to the southeastern counties have not gone. We apologize for that. But again, it was because of the rules. You don't want to take the textbooks and put them on trucks, and the truck break down along the road and the books get soiled. So we lose. We pay $2 for those books. So all the people who are in the southeastern counties, beginning this month for the holiday or early January, the textbooks will be delivered to your schools as it is being done to the other schools in the other part of the country. So just be patient. But in the meantime, I want to invite you to turn to our website.
Yeah.
And scroll down to the place that has the textbook education material. And when you get down there, you will see the textbook. The reader will give you the detail.
I will get it.
So that you can sign in, and you can, both the teachers and the students and whoever it is, you have access to those books, even as I'm speaking.
Yeah.
Until the hard copy comes. I'm encouraging every school, as you receive your books, first you stamp the book with your school stamp. And if you have 100 copies of physics, you take a marker and you mark the book inside on first page, 1, 2, 3 to 100. So if I'm attending senior high and you give me chemistry book.
Hello? Minister, please change your location. You're coming in broken.
Yeah.
Hello? Yes, your location. Can you just change a little bit? If you're sitting, you stay a little bit, please. I don't know what is happening to the network this morning.
Yes, I think
okay,
he has to call back, and
okay.
that could be the situation.
Yeah,
sometimes
please call back.
the network
maybe
is
you call
not
for
strong.
some time.
But I think the minister spoke on a couple of progressive things, especially from the angle of the development of schools as well, and that emphasis also through on the aspect of this book.
The book.
Yes.
So you know the book, the textbook is very unique and so wonderful. You can go to the website. Maybe you can go to Google. The Google is okay. The minister is calling back. Let's see. Good morning, Minister. Welcome back.
Yeah, we'll do the best we can to make sure that the people in the southeastern counties get their books in the month of January, if not earlier. But just as I was saying, Britain, I'd like to emphasize when you come back on, give them the address and teach them how to download the books.
I will do that.
So that all the students, whether you private school or public school, it makes no difference. The books are available to all senior high students. I just want to encourage them to follow through on that.
Okay.
Next year, there will be a digital library. You can start to do something. Next year, there will be a digital library. And that digital library will be for all senior high schools. My successor is going to pick that up on the in my 10 over notes, and we're going to make sure that those textbooks, those digital equipment are delivered to each of the senior high schools. We have already provided them money to prepare their various rooms to accommodate and safeguard those materials.
Minister, are you saying the public senior high school? Public senior high school?
Do that again.
Are you saying public senior high school or all senior high school?
I'm saying what?
Public senior high school, or you speaking of all?
The public senior high schools.
Okay. Right.
The projects are such that we are not sufficiently funded to provide digital equipment for all high schools.
Okay.
No, just the public high schools alone, there are 4,000 computers. That's the public high schools. So if we're including all high schools, that's a totally different. You buy about 50,000 computers. And I don't think that the project is going there. But what we do, I will also share that with my predecessor to get to the principals of school and the CEOs, so that these research equipment that will be in the public high schools, we can create access to the private high school students and give them time to be able to do their research as well. Because the attention of government is the whole country. It's not their public high school. So now that we are our support caters to public high school, we need to be innovative to see how we can extend to the private high school, like the way we did in the case of the books. In the case of the books, every private high school is entitled to several sets of the books for their library. They are also entitled to the digital books. They can download, they can print some, and all of that. So that is the government's own way of making sure that we cover the whole country without exception.
Okay.
And that's where I'm happy about. These are going to be in our 10 over notes, and I'm going to make sure that I think we need to put our 10 over notes on our website.
I will do that, Minister.
So that those who have access to our website will also know what we are leaving. So our colleagues who will be taking over with that, they will know from day one exactly what it is.
Okay.
I believe,
Minister, can you talk about the radio station you'll be turning over? Can you talk about the radio station a little bit?
Yeah. In fact, I am sending to NIMBA to bring down the transmitter that has not been installed. There's a 5,000 watts transmitter that was supposed to be installed in NIMBA. It has not been installed. Britain, please make sure that we arrange.
I talked with the CEO last time. He said he will bring it over.
You said bring down the transmitter.
Bring it back, and it will be part of the equipment that we are turning over to my successor.
Okay.
Now, basically, that radio station is a teaching radio station.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for general announcements and all of that. It's a teaching radio station. Now, how do we make it a teaching radio station? What we did, again, is a matter of being innovative. We were able to get 200 of our best teachers who sat and wrote the text for first grade, all the subjects that are taught in first grade for the year, all the subjects that are taught in second grade for the year, up to 12th grade. The total came to 9,400 subject lessons that are taught every day for the 200 days. We are now in the process of recording, but it takes time. As of now, we have done as many as almost 4,000 of those lessons, but there are 9,400 of them. Mm-hmm. So I will just be appealing to my successor to make sure that intervention continues, and then he now will supervise the planning of the subject. What subjects should be taught? What subjects are difficult? What subjects need repeated teaching on the radio? And so we can do it. My plan was to start teaching from 6 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock midnight. That was my thinking. I don't know what his thinking would be, or her thinking. I'm not saying his. It could be his or her. So whoever that person is, during our turning over and orientation, we'll let you know what we had in mind. If he wants to follow our thinking, that's fine. If he wants to follow his own line, that's fine. All my thinking was that the lessons are taught to the nation across. We have transmitters that are significantly large. Now let me just also let the public know that the digital laboratory that will be in the various government high schools, they are accompanied by solar power. So there will be no interruption in electricity. So even in the villages or town where there's a high school, there will be solar power. Once there is solar power, our plan, therefore, was to begin to reintroduce night schools. Once there is sustained solar power, our plan was to begin to introduce night schools. Once we introduce night schools, then the young people who are riding their bikes and digging gold, they can now come back and come to school in the night. But the only thing that is missing is sustained electricity, and that will be provided by the solar power. So there are two connecting within the last time we talked about.
Minister, let me just take it one at a time. I can remember that. Let me just take it.
I'm not in frame of mind to talk all today.
Could you comment on the UNESCO trip in Paris?
Okay. Liberia is a signatory to the charter that created UNESCO 75 years ago. Liberia, therefore, should be serving on the leadership board of UNESCO. But 43 years ago, we were dragged from that board. 43 years. And every effort that was made before my time did not succeed. This time, with the support of the president and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who had to do the diplomatic letters as we receive communication, so that we can have reciprocity in supporting each other. So we were able to galvanize up to 52 countries to vote for Liberia, and we only needed 32. 52 countries to support Liberia at this general conference which just ended in UNESCO. Now, when we went to that place, in addition to our lobbying for 1 year and a half directly, 1.5 years, we on the day of voting, November 15, 2023, I was amazed. After I made Liberia's case in my statement at that particular place, I was amazed that instead of the 52 countries that we have written to support us, 149 countries voted for Liberia. And that was the highest vote cast on the floor on that particular day. And many other countries came on, US and other people were all vying to get on the executive board, but nobody's vote was equivalent to that of Liberia. Therefore, that Liberia now sits on the highest decision-making body in UNESCO. Let me tell you what the advantage of that is. Liberia's representative will now be sitting at the table with 57 other countries that are on the board. Powerful countries, wealthy countries, and the education sector plan that we have written, which is nearly $1 billion, you can sit at the table with countries that have the means. Our boards make a lot of difference. So that direct contact across the tables will give us the privilege to solicit funding from other world. Immediately we got on the board, Liberia was nominated to serve on the Human Rights Committee of UNESCO. And that we have also won that as well. And look, these things just happen, and I'm hoping, I mean, I was a representative, I don't know where it will go like, but if everything goes well, we have to get somebody also who knows about the human rights issues to serve on not on the board, to serve on the committee. Because only one person can serve on the board. One country, one person. So basically that's how it goes. Peter, I'm okay now. Let it be so for today.
Yeah. So, Minister, just before we leave you, you talked about the radio station. You want to give us detail on, a Ministry of Education
Radio station.
and also, in partnership with other any institution to implement that project.
The radio station was not commissioned. I was hoping that all the installations would have been done so that we can commission it.
No, but I mean,
And
it
we
is in.
invited the president and the vice president, because this is the first of its kind, and the radio station is it's exclusively a teaching radio station. So, but again, we did not commission it. We just on test run, and God willing, I'm sure next year, when most of the lessons have been recorded, then it can be commissioned. Now, also, the transmitter for NIMBA has to be installed. We are engaging the various Orange and Lone Star to see if we can do the internet connections to make sure that teaching being done in Monrovia cross over all the forests and get to students wherever they are. All the students need is a $10 radio telephone. That $10 telephone that has radio, you can listen to your lectures.
The minister, the question is
the ministry
who's supporting the ministry in building the radio station?
Who's supporting who?
The ministry.
Oh, that's a global partnership for education.
Mm-hmm.
They call it GPE. During the crisis, when we went through the health crisis, schools were shut down. So we sat down and talked about the way to avoid interruption in teaching, regardless of whether it is health or it is physical instability. So what we did was we discussed with GPE, and they provided us with funding through UNICEF. The radio station equipment and installation and all that, it is nearly $800,000+. And we believe that when it is completed, all students across the country will benefit from the lectures thereon. So, Bitten, thank you. Bye. I have done my part.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you. That was the clarity.
The voice of Professor D. Ansisodin, the Minister of Education. Of course, he been telling us some updates from the Ministry of Education. Thank you so much, Minister. We appreciate you for your time. And we're discussing this thing about the class party. And of course, we want people to understand that, please, school administrators throughout the length and breadth of this country, do not embarrass parents with your class party or Christmas party. Please stop that. It is not sanctioned by the Ministry of Education. You are doing your own thing. We are instructing and calling on our DEOs and CEOs to please be vigilant, because we know you are professional already and you are on your field. Make sure that the schools not take advantage of that to exploit our parents and to put our students outside while they're already struggling to pay their fees. Please, all schools throughout the Republic of Liberia, you are under the jurisdiction and authority of the Ministry of Education. So we are calling on you to please be in full compliance. Do not force or mandate the students to have Christmas party or to have class party. You are embarrassing parents that are supposed to pay your fees. Stop that. That is not sanctioned by us. That other ideology, that other method, that other techniques, where you get it from, please put stop to it. It's creeping like a wildfire almost in all the schools. So let's go to the next one.
Yeah, so let's rumble through, some issues, then we can perhaps interact with the public.
We
the issue about, dress code
Okay.
of the students. And let's talk about, teachers' activities as well.
Okay. Now,
beginning with the dress code.
Okay, the dress code. Look, I don't know, but if you go to the caddy school, CWA, BW Harris, almost the top schools that we know, they are dress code neat. When we said braid your hair all down, cornrow, all down. Yesterday, I inspected CWA.
Methodist.
Method. Everyone is in compliance. I don't know why some other school would think they are super school. Go see the attachment on the children's head. It is unacceptable. It is, I don't know for what reason. You want students? You think by allowing the children to put heavy attachment on their hair, that will bring students to your school? What is that? It is unacceptable. It is written in our law right here. No girl child in the school supposed to put attachment in her hair to enter any school in the Republic of Liberia. You want to get children to put attachment in your hair, put your school on your head, take it to Ivory Coast or Guinea or Sierra Leone, but it's not on the soil. As long as your children, as your school is on the soil, if the girls are in your school, please let them plait their hair cornrow all down. Let them go through the discipline, including the queen from first grade all the way to 12th grade, including the queen. If you want to get the queen Sunday, let them go to school free, but don't allow them to put attachment in their hair, causing additional expenses to the parents. This is unacceptable, and it is not part or is not sanctioned by the ministry. The ministry said no girl child in our school should put attachment or weave in their hair from first grade to 12th grade. Number two to that, we got some school that conduct color day. No color day should allow students to bring tier jean.
The raga jean.
Raka or waka.
The raga.
No, it's not acceptable. No school should allow students to wear skin tear to carry to school. No school should allow students to wear short skirt to carry them to school. No school should allow students to put eyelashes, put their nails, pin their lip. No, that is not acceptable. We want people to understand today that the Ministry of Education stands for discipline. Our children must be disciplined and start with the school. What we put out today, that what we receive tomorrow. Don't go allow the children coming to school with raka, the jean tear or where you coming to school without belt. You coming to school without socks. What is that? So we are calling on our school administrators. They are very professional. We want you to please fall in line with them 1 year.
Mr. Blinton, let me ask you on this. You said, a lot of, things that I know they are ongoing in various schools. A lot of
you got to be a help to me or to the ministry. Call some of the school name right now.
But I
come from here. I'll go there.
No, I want to ask you now if you have, sometimes supervisors or inspectors.
This is why I told you previously
to observe these things and
we
bring
got
to
the
both
DOs.
schools.
They're very professional DOs and the CEOs, knowledgeable, up to the tax. They're very empowered. They got mobile. The DO got motorbike, the CEO got vehicles. They're all working around. But what we are saying now is, please, no girl in our school supposed to plait their hair with attachment. You can plait your hair, cornrow all down and go to school. It is acceptable. No weave is allowed in our school in the Republic of Liberia. If you go to the Catholic school, they are obeying. If you go to the Methodist school, they are obeying. If you go to CWA, they are obeying. BW Harvard, they are obeying. But the other schools that are just coming, the one student, the thing when you allow the student to put attachment in her hair, they will make the student to come to. No, you fooling the children. And the ministry is saying, stop that. Stop that. We got someone on the line right now. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry. Reverend Fire, you can call back. He's also calling to talk about the same discipline. Teachers should be supposed to be well dressed in school. Reverend Fire, okay, you are on the line. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Reverend Fire. How you doing?
Mr. Blinton, good morning. I'm okay. And how are you too?
Yeah, okay. We want to hear from you. Where do you stand with the student? We're talking about Reverend Andrew S. Fire, National Training Director at Liberia Standard Teacher Training College. Now, you training your teachers. We're talking about teachers dress code. We're talking about students dress code. What's your take on this?
Mr. Blinton, thank you very much, and to your host in there for the topic of this one. I feel strongly that our country must be talking issues relating to teachers and our students' behavior when it comes to campus life.
Mhm.
Quite frankly, our teachers should serve as role model when it comes to the services they offer to our students across the country, because they are like the picture in the mirror that the students are looking up to.
Mhm.
And as they behave in accordance with the code of conduct for teachers and school administrators, so the children themselves will follow suit. So, as a teacher training institute that has been training teachers across the country since 2015 up to present, we have made it our duty to talk to our teachers in training that the issue of dress code is paramount. The Ministry of Education places serious emphasis on the dress code of a teacher, because your first position that projects you as a professional teacher to the public and the students starts with your dress code. And our students as well must also follow suit in terms of dressing. But you struck something that I want to make more emphasis on. Many schools today are actually looking down on the issue of our students dressing, apparently and going to school. And some of them are doing that as a way of encouraging the students to love the school. Some of them even go as far as designing different uniforms that are inappropriate for students to wear, especially our girls' children. And this is causing a problem. So the ministry, should exert more efforts. I appreciate it so much, and the ministry in general for what they are doing when it comes to ensuring and enforcing, the school administrators to ensure that their children in the various school dress in line with our, school law.
No, Reverend Fire, what's your take on the Christmas parties that almost all the schools now follow suit? Christmas party, class party. What's your take as professional somebody?
Extracurricular activities are not bad, but if they increases the parents, more expensive, I want to encourage those schools that are doing that to refrain. You could have more like a festive season gathering with the children on a Friday before the closure of school, for the break, and advise them. They could have ballet indoor and outdoor programs, like a little sporting programs or so. But getting involved into calling a kind of, alarming parties, so to speak, and pushing the parents hard for more expensive, I feel that is not called for. Yeah, but
some of the parents are saying this is a complete embarrassment. You've been there teaching teachers, and they are people from some of them from your institution. They are doing this to gather students because the students will come with cake, with soft drink, and be dancing, drinking, and other things. What's your own advice being a man of God?
Well, I want to encourage all school administrators across the daily way of our country not to task students to bring soft drink, cake, fufu for this kind of events. Yes, like I said initially, very blatant, it's good that you can have a program before the closure of schools
without asking for money.
Yeah, it should not be for money, because it increases the financial burden of the parents. And I, as a parent, also very blatant, some of the children will come down hard on you because the competition is already in the school. The children also want to put a case that yes, they themselves want to be on par with their colleagues. So and most of them do not understand the financial stress the parents are going through. But all they want to achieve their goals as requested by the school. So to avoid all of these, you take the money business from in this children party business relating to school. So that at least the parents can have a relief and focus on other related activities. Like the instance you gave, I as a parent went to a school, pay my children's fees for a whole year, and I left and I'm out of town working. When the other developments of increased financial, stuff start to come in my absence, it embarrassed the children, it even embarrassed me as a parent. And some parents will not feel comfortable about that. So the general advice to our parents is, our schools administrators rather, is to do away with this too much money business in our school system. It is actually creating problems. And to say the worst, some of the children, the parents are not responding. Some of them may even go to strange places,
Yeah.
and get involved with other things that are not too good for their own health and for their own well-being, only because they want to match their status with their colleagues, on campus. So to avoid all of these and save the kids, keep them stressless, and encourage them to go into learning more, let's do away with this too much money business in our school system.
Okay,
So
let's
can
talk a
we
little bit on your school. We understand you'll be putting some people out, on some of our teachers out. When will that be, and how you intend it to be?
Very blatant, thank you very much. The Liberia Standard Teacher Training College Advancing Teacher Education Project launched this program in 2015 to buttress national government's efforts for the training of teachers across the country, especially teachers in the low income bracket. And I must say thanks to the Ministry of Education, especially the Bureau of Teachers Education, for the level of support and oversight in ensuring that we do the right thing when it comes to teachers education. By the grace of God, we will be putting out the 7th class by the 23rd of December this year. All right, and that program will be here right on Boozwa Island. We are encouraging the public to join us as we put out our students. We call them teachers in training. Yeah, they have gone through a rigorous training, as in the curriculum as prescribed by the Bureau of Teachers Education for the training of teachers at the C certificate level and at the junior secondary level as well.
Okay. What's your final message to the audience and teachers who are in violation? Some of the teachers can be loving to students. They can be taking money from students. They give assignment. They say put money in the assignment before you bring it. Are you training teachers to do similar thing, or your teachers are different?
Very blatant. One of the things that we offer at the teacher training college has a code of conduct for teachers and school administrators. Professional advise them, we push them far in the line of our training and ask them to serve as a role model. Because whatever is teaching us is a lesson to the students that you can either do or not do. I made a post few days ago that your life is a lesson. The other ones or it discourage those that need it. So as teachers, our professional ethics must not be taken lightly. We should ensure that if we will not carry anything with us, professionalism must be maintained. Going about sexually exploiting students is wrong. Financially exploiting our students is wrong. We all discourage our teachers. No help for no sex for help, no sex for grade, no grade for sex, no money for grade, and no grade for money. And these teachers that we have continuously, put out to our teachers, has put a good number of our teachers in the teaching population in a better position at conducting themselves in land with what the code of conduct for teachers and school administrators is.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Reverend Fire, for being there this beautiful Wednesday morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blayton.
Okay, so we just have to conclude. He's
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much. We want to say thank you. Let's go to the website. It's moeliberia.com. When you go there, you will go straight to our website and you come down a little bit. You will see MOE digital textbooks and you see download. You will see the the audio, you will see the video, you will see the question, everything posted on the website in the cloud. It's there for 7 consecutive years. All of our high schools in the Republic of Liberia, you got the right to go there and go through it. It's MOE, everything in small letter, MOELiberia.com. Go there right now and you will see it. Go right down, you see MOE digital textbooks. Thank you so much. It's for 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. Until then, have yourself a wonderful and God bless day.
And as we wrap it up here this morning on the program Education at Midweek, this is a segment here on the Super Morning Show, a sponsored Ministry of Education initiative here on ELBC Radio. Many thanks to you for being with us here. Of course, you can join the Super Morning Show on tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning when we bring you another edition of it. Until then, my name is Taka Gulu.